Hello everybody, how we doing? 6 inches of Star Wars here, back again, and we finally have our hands on some Sith Troopers! Oh yes, we have some Sith Troopers. These guys are a bastard to get. I mean, if you guys know, well, you should know, if you're still trying to get your hands on them, they're either 1, expensive, 2, you didn't go to Comic-Con, and they're expensive on eBay, 3, they barely pop up. They pop up in a store, they're expensive. But thankfully, the guys at K-Power Toys got some more stock in, and I snapped them up before they go, because they were on there for about a day and a half, and they had all disappeared. Now, just to give a little shout out as well, as of the moment of the recording of this video, which is 1:57 on the 19th of September, the standard line of the Black Series Sith Troopers are currently up for pre-order. So you can put a deposit down or pay full price on in-demand toys. If I got it wrong, it's K-Power, one of the two. Anyway, we have the San Diego Comic-Con version of the Sith Troopers. This is one of my first San Diego Comic-Con sets that I own. I was going to go for the First Order Stormtrooper. At the time when that was out, I was still collecting the smaller figures. Didn't really make the jump. Jyn Erso, not really after it. Captain Rex, I have him here. Yeah, really, I just wasn't really going in for the kind of exclusive peeps. But now the Sith Troopers come out, and you know what? I really wanted to get my hands on some of them. I was going to order 5, but 5's a little bit too expensive, so I'm going to order a couple of the standard line Troopers. Anywho, let's have a look at the box. As you've already seen, you've seen the front and the back of the box. Very, very red. Nothing really descriptive on the back of the box, apart from copyright features. And on the front of the box, as you can see, you have the Sith Trooper on the right. Hasbro logo, Star Wars Black Series. And we can move this round. You can see the Sith Trooper picture still carries on the back, on the right side of the box with the logo. And onto the other side, it is just stark red. So let's get these out and we can show you how they get together, how they work, blah blah blah. What it's like to unbox one of these. Okay, so the Sith Trooper just slides out like this from his protective sleeve. We can leave that. There we go. We'll put that to the right hand side. I'll put the other Sith Trooper box over here. As you can see, this is our guy, Sith Trooper. Very nice and red. I think the sole purpose of this guy, I got a feeling he's going to be like the First Order's British Grenadiers, you know, like from the 18th century. You know, with the old classic. Yeah, those, the old British redcoats. Because you know the First Order, camouflage, they really don't want to be seen half the time. So, obviously they want to stand out like a sore thumb. And as they're going for a great British imperialism, empire-ish conquering, I think they've sort of gone for the old British redcoat design. Okay, so that's the front of the box. Obviously, you have 2 sleeves on the side that pop out, and that reveals his weapons. Now, I've done this damage before trying to get this back in, because these little pull-out tabs can be a bit temperamental. So, unfortunately, I've damaged it in the process. So, that's not anyone else's fault but mine. As you can see, it's just a nice stark box there with the weapons on the side. He has the heavy repeating blaster, some Cairo ninja blade there. He has the, what I don't know, some sort of claw thing, blaster, and then another sort of like SMG weapon up the top here. As you can see, it is temperamental trying to get it out. Spin this around, you have a nice large picture of the Sith Trooper, as you can see. It's a very nice large picture of the Sith Trooper. But yes, let's get this guy out and the weapons as well, and we will take a closer look at them all in detail. Okay, let's take a look at some of the weapons. So here we have one of his claw things, whatever these things are. At the moment, I don't have a clue what the names of these are. But I have to say, it's articulated, which is a surprise. Because I thought, knowing Hasbro, especially with their C6 riot baton, when they first came out with the Poe Dameron double pack, it wouldn't be fully automated. It would just be one fixed cast, you know, and left it up to Bandai to make the fully working accessory. But here we have a claw thing, whatever this does. Very red and black, not really much else to say to it, with some wire, and yeah, it'd be interesting to see what this does, if it decapitates people or whatever. Interesting to see what this thing does. Anyway, then we have something that the Praetorian Guards would most likely use. Maybe this links the Sith Troopers and the Praetorian Guards together. Or maybe this is what Kylo Ren has done. Now he doesn't need the Praetorian Guards. He's sort of gone, right, now you guys can become my elite soldiers now. Even though you are elite, let's make you into proper soldiers and put you out there. So they still get to keep their sort of Praetorian weapons. You can see this is sort of a samurai sort of sword. You can hold it, looks like here. Or you can hold it here. There might be two ways to hold it. Or it might just be a guard of some sort. As you can see. Well, we'll put it on the Sith Trooper a little bit later. And we'll see how we think we might hold it. But either way, a slash or swoop might be used as another execution weapon. Ceremonial weapon there. Yeah, good detailing, looks very nice. Then we come to this weapon, which is basically an F11D, or a E11, if you still like to call it that way, but it is an F11D. The First Order blaster, but it looks like what to be a heavier sort of cannon at the end of it, heavier barrel. So it's either the sort of like a grenade launcher, or it's a larger bolt firing rifle that can fire explosive rounds, which is quite good for them. These guys really are turning into like the SAS, being like all equipped. So yeah, so again, standard, not really much of an all-out paint job. This is black. This doesn't really come down. It's all one cast. It is Hasbro, remember. Yeah, it's a nice little weapon. And being that it's got sort of weight to it, in plastic-wise, we should be able to get it coming on the figure. Now, one of the weapons I do like that comes with the Sith Trooper is this SMG-looking weapon. And you can see there's more blaster areas down there. So whatever you can use that for. This weapon is now available in Disney parks. You can get a Nerf version of it, of this SMG weapon. So I hope it's SMG. What I'm thinking, I'm hoping is it's like that gun from Jedi Knight, which fires all those little yellow bolts. I forgot the name of it. And then that really explosive round, if you hold the keypad down, and it'll fire the explosive round. My hardcore Star Wars fans will know what I'm on about. Leave the comments below. But yeah, I like this weapon the most from the Sith Trooper. It's really interesting. It's something modern, because normally we get a lot of World War II, a little bit of Cold War era weapons. But now with the new trilogy, we're really starting to get into like using modern looking weapons and mashing them into Star Wars. If you don't know what I mean, have a look at the New Hope and look and compare between a lot of the weapons between Allied forces, German forces, Imperial forces. So I'll give you a hint. MG, look at the DLT. E11, look at what the Brits used. Now you catch my drift. But yeah, that was the First Order, whatever you call it, SMG. And now we have the heavy DLT-19, I think this is called. The heavier blaster. And the one which is pretty much useless on Battlefront, in my opinion. Even though I rarely play that game anymore, I have no interest for it. Yeah, again, all one big red sort of black cast. This does move, and as we all know, it's Hasbro. This won't come down. It's not Bandai or a 50, 60 quid Hasbro set So yeah, the weapons are, they're quite cool. But anyway, trying to get this out of the box is sort of near enough impossible. I say near enough impossible. It's a bit tricky. This is, you can tell, the Sith Trooper is supposed to be a display piece. He's supposed to be a show-off display piece. It is one for those that don't get the figure out of the box. For me, I want the figures out of the box. I army build. You guys know that. You could probably tell with the 3 freaking flame troopers in the back. But anyway, you want to get them out of the box, and you want to keep the box. Be careful how you do it. You have to really delicately go about opening the box and slipping them out of the box. So take care if you're buying this version for the more accessories. Hence why I bought 2 of these for more of the accessories, and I'm going to buy standard line, obviously, which comes with just this and I believe 1 other weapon. Anyway, so let's have a look at the Sith Trooper then. Let's have a closer look at him. So obviously he's a brand new design. He's the next evolution in Stormtrooper design of the First Order variety. He's in stark red armor, as we know, going over the Brits. We've used that joke already. Now, what I compare the Sith Trooper to is like the Stormtrooper, the First Order Stormtrooper has met with a Death Trooper and they've sort of clashed their armor together. That is where I'm getting this vibe from. It's a lot of the lines. If you guys go and compare, I think I'll do a comparison video. But if you have a look, you put up a side-by-side image of the Death Trooper and the Sith Trooper, you'll be able to tell that, yeah, the Sith Trooper's design looks very heavily influenced off the Death Trooper, and the Death Trooper was sort of a hit. Even though there's a lot of people that think, oh, that's Darth Vader, it's not. Let's turn this guy around. You can have a look down this side. So as you can see, he has areas for where he can store his guns still. And you can see a lot of similarities still to the FO Stormtrooper, but with a lot of changes, re-modernized of this armor. And you can see we still got the notches there, but we've got more sort of armor, more things on this shoulder pad. There's also more detailing on the shoulder belt as well. Something to point out on the shoulder belt is that it is attached to the upper arm. So as you can see, it flaps. That would be nice if they sort of clipped it onto the armor. Gives it more of an armored sort of vibe to the trooper. But in my opinion, this, yeah, it's really nice. As you can see, he's got the red belt boxes here, just about here. And we spin the trooper around to the back. Obviously, they've changed the O in the 11 design, the cogs on the back. Again, this is where the biggest standpoint for the Death Trooper comes to me, because it looks like that. They really, these guys obsessed with the new trilogy, Disney, really are obsessed with putting lines and stuff into troopers. As you can see, you can just see it glistening off the light there, the more line details there. Back of the figure is very well cast. I think the back looks, it is fantastic. I'm going to be demonetized now. Then we go down, as you can see, they've sort of like, it sort of feels to me, it's like 10% new, about 40% Sith, not Sith Trooper, FO Stormtrooper, and the rest sort of like Death Trooper-ish. So he does look like he has got a flak jacket on. There is nice movement of articulation going on in the Trooper, as you can see. Nice new, I believe these are new elbow joints that Hasbro have put in for the troopers, because there has been a lot of complaints that they ain't been of great quality. The helmet's weird. If we bring the helmet, in my opinion, if we turn it to the right, it sort of looks like a piranha fish. You really want to know what I mean? Look at a side picture of an actual Death Trooper helmet from like Comic-Con or D23. And you can see what I mean. The bottom lower lip looks like a piranha fish. Now, if you're looking for an accurate helmet, I just need to give people a heads up while we're talking on this subject. If you're going out there to find a wearable looking helmet, there are vendors that are making them, but you have to be careful that some of them are going off the basis that they're going to be using the First Order Stormtrooper helmet design. Now, yeah, they look similar, but there is differences, and you can just make them out even in the Hasbro figure. That if you want an accurate looking helmet, you need to notice that the bottom jawline pops out. Obviously, they'll have most of the lines in there. I can't really speak much on accuracy because this is a Hasbro figure. If this was a Hot Toy figure, I can really show the details, but it is best to join prop building groups, the 501st, etc. And if you really want to look for an accurate helmet, I know a Novos are going to be making some, but just keep your wits about you. You will be waiting donkey's years for that. But what you are looking for, mainly for a good accurate helmet, is not to have it look like a First Order Stormtrooper helmet where everything looks even level. Again, in this comparison video, I will show both. I will go into depth about this. But you're obviously looking for the front brow to overhang on the over the eyepieces, and the bottom bit to look like a sort of piranha fish to sort of poke out a little bit. I'll go in depth in it later. But anyway, back to the review. Going down, it sort of looks like Phasma's helmet as well. It's sort of like they used that design of the sharp edge line of Phasma's helmet as well. There's a nice articulation in the trooper as well. You can see his undersuit here. His neck gasket on. Nothing much else detailed there on the helmet. As you can see, they've gone with more of the lines down there, giving the athletic track vibe down his helmet. And then we've also got this nose piece down here, which makes him sort of looks like an Episode 3 clone trooper as well. So obviously you got the flak jacket. There's more detailing in here. The frontal armor. Maybe these stormtroopers now take 2 shots to the 1 shots to go down. Moving on the legs, obviously there's nice articulation here in the leg joints. And yeah, as you can see, more detailing, more lines, the undersuit, back swivels, and all that. We go down to the boots, and you can see there's more detailing. So Hasbro have really picked up on the detailing of this trooper, so I have to give credit where credit is due. Hasbro have done a great job on that factor. But I believe when Bandai come out and they do their version, it's going to knock this one out of the park. It really will. When Bandai's come out, it's really going to be something special. But let's have a look and see what weapons he can hold and how he holds them.